morning, folks. Welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. Well, it's still snowing out. As you can see behind me here, it's white, it's snowing. It's supposed to snow all day today. A little bit of snow's blown in on my boat cover here, my homemade boat cover. I'm going to be removing my trolling motor today in preparation for a new trolling motor I'm going to be picking up in the next month. So it's I got a day off of work. It's been busy at work, so I'm going to take this opportunity today to get this preparation done. So when I do get my trolling motor, I'm ready to go on with it. Don't have to spend that time removing it. So we'll get started on this guy. And we're also going to check a couple other things. I got my tackle box that I built. If you watch my other video, I want to see if it fits behind the seat like I anticipated will do. Just do a little test fitting there. Otherwise, I might have to change gears and do something different. And so let's get started. I'm excited to get this project underway. All right, folks, that took me a little longer than I planned, but I got it done. I ended up having to take my anchor winch off because to slide this one mounting plate off, that was in the way. But this has been on here from day one that I got the boat. And I put the deck anchor on last and didn't worry about getting this off the boat because it stays on the boat all the time. I never take it off until today. So we're going to finish putting some tools away, putting some things away, and I'm ready for to get my new one in, and I'll be ready to mount it and see if there's a good way that I can mount that bad boy right back on this plate, I'm hoping, and we'll be working from there. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing the install next. Good morning, folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. I haven't made a video for a few weeks. It's been a little bit sketchy around here with me. I had the flu for a while. I'm finally recovered. I'm about 95% again, and went and made a new investment for my boat. Today we're going to do a video on taking the boat up out of my storage area and starting to get it ready for the water again for this spring. Like I said, it's mid-March. The water's still frozen in a lot of areas, but we're getting close. Today's high is supposed to be 47 degrees. It's 27 right now. It's a good time to move some things around my yard while the ground's still frozen without destroying and creating a lot of ruts. I'm going to show you my new investment. We're going to go through an install on that. I'm excited. I'm very excited. All right, as you can see here, I have purchased the Minn Kota Ulterra. This one has the iPilot link. It has all the bells and whistles. It has everything that needs to happen to tie this to my Humminbird fish finding when I get that purchased. I haven't quite purchased that yet. As you can see here, we got the foot pedal, foot control, some cable connections. We've got the remote control for it. We got some mounting hardware, which I don't need. I believe, I'm going to do some research, but I believe this came with it. It did come with it. I don't believe it did come with it. For recharging the remote. The complaints I've heard about on other videos is that the remote battery was to last for about 5 fishing trips. Well, the guy, I heard one guy say it'd be nice if they made it rechargeable. Well, it looks like it does have rechargeable capabilities because it has a little plug you pull off right here, and it plugs into that right there. And it's got a regular USB power outlet. So I'm excited about that. That's good news. The other good news was, let me see if I can get this flipped over here for you. Now the other trolling motor I had on my boat was a 1991. And it had this plate here on the bottom. As you can see, I've got bolted on. This would be the bottom of the unit. I had a plate that slid onto that's mounted to my boat just for a quick release. Believe it or not, the bolt pattern for my old 1991 Minn Kota is the exact same bolt pattern that's on my 2019 Minn Kota. So I was able to bolt this bad boy down. I'll be able to slide this right into the receiver on the boat, lock it down, and then I'll be running all my wiring. So Minn Kota had done a great thing by maintaining a pattern for that many years. I was impressed. So they keep doing good things. I'm excited to get this on the boat. It has some magnificent features that I'm excited to take advantage of this year fishing. So let's get started. Let's get the boat out. Some of the first things I've got to do is I'm gonna pull the cover back. I got to drop a battery in so I can trim my outdrive up so I don't drag it or anything when I pull it across the yard and put it in my shop. So let's get started on that process. Okay folks, I want to show you a special little note here. See where this groove's out in here? That needs to be past the gunwale of the boat here. So I had put it on there originally. It was back past about here. Got to looking at it, looked at the instructions again, and realized I had done it wrong. So I had to I still use my plate. I've got it put on there now. And I had to drill a couple extra holes in my plate here to make it work. But it works just fine. I'm getting ready to test fire it for the first time. All right, I'm slowly figuring out this remote control here. We've got, scroll down to here, hit the Ulterra. Then you got your deploy. It says motor stowed right now. I'm going to hit the deploy button. See if you can see this. Whoops. And there she goes. And I went to the depth that I last just had it at, and I can rotate it. If I go back to, I can go up or down, turn the prop on, faster. Looks like that's wide open. Looks like it goes in half increments. Then I can turn it off. I can go up and down here. Shows where I'm at. Looks like on the. Let's go back to my touch screen. Let's go up. Oh, I just hit stow. So now it's going to stow. Puts it away. You can also control it with a foot pedal by hitting this twice. It'll deploy. It'll go back to where you last had it deploys. Obviously all the same controls of the foot pedal as you have with everything else. You can up, down with the foot pedal. You can have it continuous mode, or what they call AP, which would be the foot pedal. So then you got the, go back to continuous here, and you got the variable speed on the, you can probably hear that. Turn it off. Hit it once. And it stows. One slick trick there. Well, that's the install. I've got it wired up now. I just got to finish putting my seat back in and set my pedal back on my floorboard. And this thing is ready for the water, at least the trolling motor is. Still working on hooking up a Helix 7 fish finder instead of my Helix 5 here, which will work with my Mega Down imaging plug, which I have right here. So what I'm doing is putting the Mega Down imaging using the sonar on the bottom of the trolling motor for my Mega Down imaging, and then I've got my, let's go back here, and for my Helix 10 I've got my transducer back here that has sight imaging, Mega Down and sight imaging capabilities. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Well, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it. I can't wait to get this Ulterra out on the water. I got a little more work to do to the rest of my boat. I got to get me a new running light for the front. This one here is kind of tired and old. It's vintage 1976, so I'm going to replace it with an LED one. And we'll turn the power off here. And the power is off. Thank you, folks, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it. Like I said, let's get out there and do something fun. We're getting close to fishing time. I can't wait to get out there and see if I can catch me some fish. I want to be able to see them and catch them. Thank you, and guys, have a great day.